like a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units and the unity, the continuity of opportunity for stacking bands, opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get them figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh, ooh. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Detroit Lions. The punter, Jack Fox, has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Levis going to the air right away. Down his man, it's Bo Melton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 30. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First and 10, it's Levis. This pass complete to Melton. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. First and 10, here's Levis. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Bo Melton with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready?
On second down, here's Gibbs. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The Lions sit 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Fight, 60. Fight, white. Ready?
Here's Lance to throw it. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Levis. That's to the rookie, Marvin Mims. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Levis looking to move him around a bit. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Levis on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the... Levis to throw it. They still can't get him. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And now an audible here into something else. That's caught left side by Jeudy. Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll go again with Gibbs. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Blue strike.
To throw, it's Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what. 3rd down. All you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field. But that's exactly what happens here. What a play, and what a change of fortunes.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Gibbs again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. And Lance now to throw. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Trey Lance taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. offense at the line, ready to go. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone's...
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. Back to throw, it's Levis. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Levis. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Levis, who's going to audible to something else. They'll set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Broncos. Javonte Williams from 6 yards away. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Ready.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now.
Ready.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 4th down to give to Gibbs. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Another run for Gibbs here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Smash.
Gibbs straight ahead. And now the look. Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The Lions now are going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
12, 10. 10 cycles. Set.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Lance. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Lance and company going on 4th down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. A 2nd down throw from Levis. Escaping the pressure right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't roll up.
Touchdown! Bo Melton. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. The Lance going to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Second down, here's Levis. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle made there by Drew Sanders. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Lance. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. Levis now on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And Levis going to change the play. Second and 4. He's able to find Melton. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. Now Levis. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now at Ford Field. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Levis now on 2nd down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Levis back to throw. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims, 33 yards. yards. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From midfield, here's Lance. He finds his target, Allen. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Steps away to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Trey Lance with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try, and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 1st and 10, it's Levis. Throw out wide is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Working from the gun, here's Levis. Short throw caught by Dulcich. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, here's Levis. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Bo Melton with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Broncos are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Shot, 17. Ready?
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Red, cycle.
Here's Lance to throw it. Flush to his right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Throwing now is Lance. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going?
And this is caught inside the 5, and in for the Lions touchdown. Jeff Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll try and run it here. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. That one looks like he'll throw here. They've got his man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Levis will try to throw for the 2. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Isabella now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Yellow, go. Set.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Lance looking to throw it. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Ready?
On third down, here's Gibbs. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to...
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense...
Good game, Tyson.
Happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have...
Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. Yeah, this ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah, bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah, down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah, so ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah, when you pop it, they don't wanna slice. Yeah, greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah, mediocre, that just won't suffice. Better now than ever. Ain't no cracking under pressure, the boy's clever. If I did it, it was stellar, nobody fresher. Stop complaining, man, my head hurts. These catchy records, ain't nothing really but a walk in the park for me. Heard the catalog, you know I got some scars on me. Just getting started, you don't really wanna start with me. It's John Kill, I would sacrifice a heart in me. For family, high roller, but you wouldn't know it by the way that I wrote up. A real lifespan, looking good, it ain't slowing. One after another, man, I just keep going and going and going. Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. This ain't happened for me overnight. No. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah, so ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah, when you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Yeah, greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah, mediocre, that just won't suffice. Keep myself grounded, that's a piece of me that I won't let go. No matter what level I reach, I promise to hold it close. Ain't gotta tell me this hitting different, man, I already know. How are you claiming we had a baby, we ain't never spoke? I don't be out here with random women on the road. They want a DNA test to prove it, I'm like, here you go. I could've saved you a bunch of time and told you the results. Looking for hush money from me, you ain't gon' get it though. Historic, rain on my parade, I keep walking and ignore it. Just part of the game, yeah, it comes with the territory. It's just another day, man, I'm used to it downpouring. It's nothing. If I did it, then I did it right. Yeah. This ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah. When you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Yeah. Greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah. Mediocre, that just won't suffice. Need no introduction. Style my own, can't no one touch it. Became what they said I couldn't. Mediocre, that won't cut it. Life is a gift